It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. Huh, so many people on meth. Ow!
Whoa, talk about having a day. Nelson Arancibia began an 8-hour crime spree. Starting at the Casa del Monte mobile home park off 64th Drive in Palm Beach County. I know you guys hang out at the Casa del Monte a lot.
Never been.
Yeah, so he starts off this 8-hour crime spree with an assault there at the mobile home park with a deadly weapon. Then he goes to a nearby Walgreens on Forest Hill Boulevard and threatens a cashier with a knife. And then there he steals some alcohol. This is almost like, what is that, Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, he's on a rampage.
He's having a Grand Theft Auto kind of day. So he then leaves the Walgreens on Forest Hill, crosses the street, and stabs somebody at the Quick Stop.
Oh,
Just
my
for the smell of it?
Just to fill some time.
And that's just the most horrifying thing of all. You're just out there pumping gas, and next thing you know, you're getting stabbed.
It was a random stabbing?
Yeah.
Oh.
We don't like it. We don't like it, Kevin.
Yeah, Nelson's just on a tear. And then hours later, he goes back to the Casa del Monte where he filled a water bottle with gasoline and set a home on fire.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean,
This is why you should judge a book by its cover at the gas station. This guy right here.
Did they catch him?
Yeah, they got him. But not after he had quite a day, huh?
Unbelievable.
How long do you go to prison for a day like that? That's got to be at least, did that rack you up at least 5 years?
It's a good question. I mean, it depends upon priors and all that.
You stab somebody, that's got to be at least.
I don't think you can ever be allowed to be in society again. You are untamed.
Yeah.
You can't function with us.
No.
You need to be locked up forever.
I mean, stabbing, then burning a house or burning whatever down?
Stabbing, burning. No, you're good. Bye.
Yeah, you might have to sit in the timeout for at least 10 years.
You go bye-bye.
Yeah, just a busy dude, man. Busy dude. Well, a man led the police on a high-speed chase in Indiana, but he eventually gave up. It was too tiring. When the cops got to him, he said, "You know what? You guys did really good."
They were like, "Oh, thanks, man."
Yeah. He said that he has a 6-3 record at getting away from the police.
Wow, he's got stats.
Yeah, so he's got a winning record, but that's why he complimented them on catching him, because it's a rare L for him.
So he's 6-3, you said?
6-3.
He was going for 7-2.
He was. Well, a bungling burglar was caught by a Home Alone style trap when he tripped a string, spilling a bucket of water on his shoes. 56-year-old Paul Howe was caught on Circuit TV prowling a home at 3 a.m. Spooked, he fled, but police arrested him days later after homeowners who had set the trap due to previous break-ins had checked their footage. This guy has 108 prior convictions.
Oh, my gosh. What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, come on. He was sentenced to 3 years and 7 months in jail.
Not enough.
It doesn't feel like it. This guy's not learning his lesson. 108?
He's not going to be allowed back in society if I'm the judge.
Wow.
Dude, 108, we're done.
Well, you think you've got bad neighbors? Listen to what's going on with 81-year-old Ken and Diane Lott. They returned home on February 9th to find their letterbox, or their mailbox, smeared with poo.
Animal?
It looks like it. Now, there's some footage showing a woman holding manure and newspaper and leaning over the keyhole with what appears to be a glue lid in her mouth. The couple had previously been targeted back in April when paint stripper was poured over their cars.
So what did they do, or who's after them?
It's a great question. Their 47-year-old daughter, Julie, shared the footage online, pleading for the attacks to stop, and I guess it's because of that they were able to track down the neighbor from hell that did this, but that's crazy.
You never know sometimes when you rub someone the wrong way.
You don't.
They can have this hatred for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How about this? You get a baby that you think may not be yours, but you're not sure. It's all kind of a little IVF mix-up. This happened to 38-year-old Christina Murray. She is suing a fertility clinic in Georgia after they implanted the wrong embryo and she gave birth to someone else's baby.
Wow. It was another couple's embryo?
Yeah.
She carried it to term and birthed it? How did she figure out it wasn't her baby?
Because she's white and the kid was black.
Okay, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She used a donor to get pregnant in 2023 and gave birth that December, and she selected a donor with dirty blonde hair and blue eyes.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, she's like, okay, things are not coming out right here. But she did take the... literally. She did take the baby home, and she cared for him anyway.
Oh, of course she did.
Yeah.
Because she was like, well, maybe he'll come around.
Yeah, but she did get an at-home DNA test. It got the results a month later. The test confirmed that she and the boy weren't related at all.
Wow.
So she told the clinic, and they figured out the embryo belonged to another couple who were clients.
Now, what did that other couple think? Because they had to be like, oh my gosh, she birthed our baby?
Yep, and they wanted it. They said, hey, give us our baby back. She's like, no. So they had to sue her for custody. And then she wound up saying, all right, let's not go through this. She gave up the kid voluntarily, but she is heartbroken.
You got to give them that baby. That's
Yeah.
not your baby. I know you carried him. I know you birthed him, but if it's their embryo and that man's sperm, that's
Yeah.
their baby.
It is. No, you're right. But, for 5 months, she bonded with the kid. She breastfed him. She took him to all of his doctor's appointments.
That sucks.
And then she dropped him off. She said, I walked out with an empty stroller, and I haven't seen him since. And she's
That's-
devastated, and now she is suing.
Good. She's got a great case.
Yeah. The fertility place put out a statement saying they immediately did an in-depth review and put additional safeguards in place to make sure it never happens again. Should have
Well,
probably done
thank
that before it
goodness. I
happened.
mean, thank goodness it was so obvious. It was supposed to be a white baby and it was a black baby.
Yeah.
Because they might have just
Otherwise,
taken
yeah.
home like a random
Right.
baby and not known if it hadn't been so obvious.
Yeah, if we were genetically closer. No
Yeah.
doubt. Well, some people are kind of getting on Airbus for their double-decker concept for plane seating. It's how you can get more people into a plane, and they say it gives you more leg room. But if you've ever seen the drawing, you've got people on a regular row, and then they got kind of a second tier where people are almost elevated and sitting above you. But people are now calling that being on the lower level as being in the, quote, fart zone.
That is the fart zone.
Yeah, because they're saying, well, somebody's ass basically is right in your face.
That is. That's so farty of them.
Yeah, the lower level passenger would be like, no, I don't want this. Now, the company's CEO of Airbus is saying, well, gas in general doesn't go through solid objects like seat cushions, covers, and plastic shells, so you'll be fine, but...
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not how farts work. They're gaslighting us, pun intended.
Have you heard that viral video yet on TikTok? There's a guy sitting on the airplane, and it's just him announcing this to like all of the 20 people
Yes.
in earshot. He's like, whoever is farting, please stop farting. It is terrible.
We wore that out in my family. Everybody has got their shirt up over their noses, and yeah, it's an Indian guy.
It's the most amazing clip on TikTok. You have to search for it. The please stop farting TikTok.
It's good, yeah. And talking about very unsatisfactory flying condition, the people who were on that Delta plane that flipped onto its top in Toronto.
Oh, yeah, those people have to be a little upset.
They are. So Delta's trying to smooth things over. All 76 passengers are going to receive $30,000 apiece. No questions
Cash?
asked. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's how they're trying to make it good.
What do you think? Is that too low?
I think when you add it all together, it's like $2.3 million Delta's going to pay out. I'd probably feel good if I got $30K for that.
It's a little low.
Oh, you think it's low?
You could have died. You're scarred.
It is very traumatic what you went through. The plane was on fire, Kevin.
And that
It's
means
true.
that if they're giving you 30, Uncle Sam's going to take a good amount of that. So you're really walking out with 18, 19.
If they're offering you 30, you should probably go for 100.
Okay.
Agreed.
Get a lawyer.
That might happen.
Don't take their first offer. That would be what I would say.
The plane was on fire.
The plane was on fire,
It was
y'all.
upside down.
It flipped over. 30 grand feels a little lowballing.
And I wonder if that's Delta almost admitting that they know the pilot was the one who was at fault.
Maybe they want to quickly settle with as
Yep.
many people as possible.
Right.
Did you see that story? They had to pull off a pilot because he was drunk. That
yeah,
was
I think it
yesterday.
was that Southwest? Or I saw a Southwest a couple days ago.
He made it a couple days ago, yeah, but
Okay.
they smelled alcohol on him and said, no, you got to go.
Yeah, I think he got arrested, right?
Yeah.
If you try to get into a cockpit and you're hammered.
I'm sure after an accident like that, they test that pilot's system and figured out,
Probably.
if anything, they do it if you're an Amazon driver and you get into an accident. You have to go through all kinds of.
Right.
They do it if you work on a golf course and you crash one of the golf.
You know,
Carts.
because you did that.
Yeah, they make you go immediately go get a drug test. Pee clean.
You're being clean. You're just a bad driver.
Terrible.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.